check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. That's maybe how you know that.
We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. And off we go from Orchard Park. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw to get things going. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
On now, Cade York for the point after. The kick is good, and the Bills are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll run here. It's Breece Hall. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. He'll go again with Hall. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he takes it to the 35.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Another run here with Paul. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage. But when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Run now for the rookie out of Georgia. He's to midfield. Still on the move. And he is gone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively, because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
Makes the score Bills 14, Jets nothing. York to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. Roll, roll, roll. Go.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, like the days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to. Yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
6 yards.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now a toss to the left. Here comes Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. T.J. Sanders there to make the play.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 12.
It is 3rd and long.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
They will run it over center with Hall. Not much happening there, just a short gain. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Mason Taylor, the tight end, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Allen working from the pistol. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, it's Allen. He's going to air this one out. That is brought in to the goal line and in. Pass Walker. Touchdown, Bills.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you've got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And when you connect, it is a thing of beauty. And in this case, it results in a touchdown.
York to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The drive begins begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From 31, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. He'll go down. They drop him for the sack on the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 21-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this.
On the set.
3rd down and 9.
19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
He dives, and what a catch for the first down. A first down there on a gain of 12.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
70. Hawk 70. Cougar 19. 19 Charger. 19 Charger.
On the give, it's Hall. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
This offense just can't seem to get anything going in this opening half, Mike, and they're still looking for their first points of the game, and it's really these missed opportunities that are a big part of the reason they're really struggling here.
The tight end Fant in motion. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Play action. Here's Allen. He'll get this out to his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Brown 80. What's that?
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's out of bounds. Up beyond the 40-yard line. A big play after being backed up. 35 yards. First and 10.
What's that?
A handoff as they try to run it here. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. That's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. That one is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up his first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On play action, Allen. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback. Like, they don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 4.
319.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Allen. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
It's 3rd and 4. Allen gonna throw again. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This one from 49. York's kick is good. And the Bills going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
From the 6, here comes a return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Give up the middle with Hall. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. The tight end Fant in motion. It's first down, and it's Paul. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the Jets. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15.
12-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Allen. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On the run to the right. Oh, trying to get away, but he can't break free. And that is going to be a safety. Well, the quarterback just kept going back and back, and you're wondering, what's he going to do? And, well, there's the answer. He's going to give the defense 2 points.
Yeah, and you have to wonder, Mike, did he just lose track of actually how far he was retreating? And at some point, you think that ball's going to come out, and he's going to throw it away and move on to the next down, but he didn't. And now the defense is going to take advantage and get 2 points.
And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 43-yard line.
On first down, it's Allen. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Buffalo. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
York now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Cade York to kick off.
Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. This one taken at the 7. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Cade York to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. A return now from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the run, here's Hall. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively, holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That non-verbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Viking 18.
Now someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback.
Ready?
Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That is catch number 60 for the season. Again, here's Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Come on, come on. Set. Hawk 70. Go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Outside. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 21 on that connection. Good for a Jets first down.
Get it. Cougar 19. Ready?
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Slot man in motion left. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down.
First down, Jets.
That is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Ready?
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down.
Ready?
Now, faking the give. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown, New York.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the 4th quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on 4th down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
Now, Jake Moody for the extra point. And he misses the extra point. It's no good. That is his 2nd miss of the year. And the score stays right where it is. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Allen now on second down. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. 15 yards on the catch and run for the first down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Pass Walker. Touchdown, Bills. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Well, Mike, whatever message this coaching staff had at halftime, it clearly worked. They came out fast to start this second half. Big-time play downfield. Now, can they build on some of this momentum here as they start the third quarter?
And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short, because they're going to stay out and go for 2. Allen to throw again. This is caught. He's got it. And they tax 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Motion the slot man left. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught. It's the tight end, Mason Taylor. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. Nice.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Go. Like it. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
60 Eagles. Ready, right?
They'll look to throw again. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
For a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
I got to give credit, Mike, where credit is due. I mean, they have played a complete game in all facets of football. I mean, the scoreboard pretty much reflects what we've seen play out here over the last 4 quarters.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Hey, home. Ready? What's that?
Off the play fake, it's Allen. Going up top. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
So these screen plays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground.
A big hole. And he will score again. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and it adds up to 16 now on the season. They continue to add points, Greg. Very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
York, good on the extra point. And the Bills stretch things out even further.
Jets 8. Cade York to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready?
On the ground, the goal with Rashad White, the back out of Arizona State. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 6.
Ready? Panther 60. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. 10 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a 1st down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll look to throw. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Viking 18. Let's go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
70 Lions. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 23 yards on that pass play. And the Jets have a first down.
3 yards. And the Jets first down.
Get it. 18 Cardinal, 18.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. He's inside the 30. Well, they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it, feasts on it, and they get to celebrate with a pick 6.
Well, a very fitting way for this one to come to an end here, Mike. This has been a completely dominant defensive performance. This pick 6 here in the 4th quarter ends what has been a total runaway.
And now, after the pick 6, out comes the offense to try to really rub this in. 2-point conversion. From the gun, throw here for Allen. This is going to be caught. So it's an 8-point swing. Not just the pick 6, but add on a 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Here comes White on the toss right. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. Third down and 9.
Check the Eagles! Check the Eagles! Let's go! 19 Tiger! 19 Tiger!
They'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. On comes the punt team now for the Jets, as he's standing right around his own goal line. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top. On now comes the punt team for the Jets, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This is taken at the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Throwing now, Allen here on first down. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off. But not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
Ready?
Allen working from the pistol. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short, because they're going to stay out and go for 2. Here we go. One final play. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Cade York to kick off.
Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So it's a win here for the Bills. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico.